Our next contestant is Gnostic, enabling organizations to accelerate LLM adoption without compromise. Please welcome to the stage CEO of Gnostic, Gadi Evron. Thanks so much. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Your time begins now.
Hello, I'm Gadi, and I'm CEO and co-founder of Gnostic, and we're building identity and access management for the LLM age. Enterprises are rapidly adopting enterprise search, meaning take the power of ChatGPT, but use it on your own institutional knowledge. Defragment enterprise data, but they're running into a wall. On the left here, you can see a marketing intern asking a simple question of enterprise search. Hey, what is this quarter's sales revenue? And they're getting the exact same answer as the CEO would, or the CFO would, 230 million. On the right, we are introducing access controls, a need-to-know control, and we are saying, stop. I'm sorry, Dave, I can't do that. This is company confidential. If you want, you can click request and escalate this to your manager so you can maybe get the full answer. But this is already valuable, but we are essentially doing the usual thing in security. We're being the Department of No, N-O, but we can be the Department of No, K-N-O-W. LLMs actually allow us to do better. We can personalize, we can curate an answer within your need-to-know boundaries to give you an answer that gives you value right now. Hey, I'm sorry, I can't do that. This is company confidential, but you know what? Marketing campaigns A and C actually contributed the most to sales in this coming quarter. I would like to ask for your forbearance for a minute to take you through a conceptual breakthrough that helped us lead to this. This is the DIKW pyramid, data, information, knowledge, and wisdom, where if we replace the words ChatGPT or AI with knowledge, we can actually learn from what we have done in the past in the enterprise with data and information. So let's just pick word pairings. What comes with data? Data security, data privacy, data management, data governance, data provenance, data engineering, data pipelines, I said already, right? So let's assume, and we can check, that most of these words would actually fit with information as well. So let's learn from that. What comes with knowledge? What is knowledge classification? What is knowledge privacy? We could actually predict there was going to be a knowledge quality issue, and now we know what it is, hallucinations. So we're security people, and we said, what is knowledge security? What is AI security? In AI security, knowledge security starts from access control. So what did we do in data? We used specific records, specific files. With information, we looked at classification, patterns, labels, tagging. With knowledge, this is actually all about context. Users need to know. So what do we do? How do we go about this? We squeeze in the pyramid. We train, we fine-tune our models on less data, on less information. So we're building specific LLMs for, let's assume, just for HR, only for finance. We're reducing the dots there are to connect. We're removing the power of LLMs. Now, we're doing this because we have a trade-off between harm and utility. Utility is reduced, but harm actually isn't. This is a false trade-off. There is always, even if we solve permissions, which we haven't been able to solve permissions for the past 30 years, there is always a file with salary information in the wrong folder. There is always a presenter note somewhere in the PowerPoint with classified information. For a knowledge level control, for a knowledge level capability, we need a knowledge level control. We need to be able to let the organization connect the dots. So how do we go about this? On my right, we can see, sorry, my left actually, there we go, the other right, we can see that we are profiling the output coming out of LLMs. And this is not just Microsoft Copilot. It's not just Glean or open source projects. There are many SaaS platforms out there. Salesforce, Atlassian Intelligence. We're taking that output, and then on the other end, we are profiling the user. We're starting with IGA tools, Active Directory, HR systems, and then using our own need-to-know capabilities to understand what is the actual need-to-know for the user. We combine them, we reconcile them into access control, saying yes or no. Should the user get this answer? Which is already very powerful. But with the Department of No, K-N-O-W, we can curate, personalized in your context, to give you an answer. I would like to take a moment beyond this control plane that we're introducing to talk about go-to-market very quickly. We have spoken to over 300 executives, most of them CISOs, some CDOs, some CIOs, and about every other one said they've already made a strategic decision to introduce such search capabilities in the enterprise. We have 150 customers in various discovery phases, coming up to $20 million in our pipeline. We have 10 design partners, including for Fortune 10. And we have a lot of opportunities, such as, for example, OEM, where we can actually be the need-to-know control for the various platforms and SaaS providers. Thank you very much for your time. We are raising. We would love to speak with you. We are building identity and access management for the LLM age. Thank you.